Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Manor Lords. How good of you to join and still stick around to this really beautiful game. And if I'm not recording, I'm just watching the scenery, honestly. I mean, no, not the soldiers. The soldiers are interesting as well, of course, because we need to monitor them closely. But of course, how absolutely beautiful this game looks. It looks like an RPG actually where we're playing in, right? But the thing is, it's actually a city builder, and this is just... I don't think I've seen this before yet, honestly, and I've played a lot of games already. Now, in this case here, those soldiers are the biggest problem. Raiders near, prepare for the attack. 356 days, though, is the limit on this. I have no idea what this limit means. Right now, they're roaming around. They're not actively, hopefully, attacking me, right? Even though they're entering my territory now. We'll just see what happens if they get closer. I certainly don't have the manpower to fight them off, right? We have around 20 soldiers that we can muster at the moment, that we can rally, and that's about it. Now, in the city itself, in the village itself, large village it is actually, we're on our way to a small town. That's my next goal, of course. Level 3 we need to reach for that. We have an approval rating of 69% and also some 45 people living here. That's 21 families that are happily living in my area. We still have available space, right? So we have living space for 20 families. That actually means we do need we do need more burgages, right? No, actually we have 1, 2, and 3 burgages available there right now. It's a bit hard for me to read this actually, to see how many families I can still currently inhabitate or accommodate. It says 20 here, but we have 21 families and still we have available spots. So yeah, that's that. Now, the sheep farm is already fully operational at this point. Lovely indeed. Oh, another ruler's army was sighted. Yes, these are the guys now entering, right? Soldiers. So we have now 2 in here, and that means they should, yeah, reproduce, multiply over time, since we have the tech for this, right? Also, I hope that we get the first wool then in at some point here, because with that we can then make some clothes out of it. That would be fantastic as well. So there's the army right now, splitting up almost, it seems. Going towards my stone deposits at the moment. Now, I wanted originally to go for farming in year 2, however, right now we just simply don't have the manpower for this. Also, food-wise, we are actually fine. 5 months of food left, and that is at the end of winter. So I think we're safe, right? Berries only start to regrow now, so this is already coming up again. And yeah, we just continue happily here. I could actually sign the last person then here to the forager hut and be fine. Actually, also, this is something we can do, is that we can now add a herb garden here to the forager hut. Let's do this. It's now upgrading, and with that we can also then harvest herbs in the forager hut. I'm going to assign a second person to this ASAP then, and then we have also some herbs here for fighting sicknesses. Now, another very important thing is trading. This is actually something we are focusing on right now in my trading hut, and in this case here, one person is doing it, and this one person is getting planks over. There's 14 in right now, and we're selling this for a nice profit there of 2. Now, rooftops or roof tiles would be another good way of selling, because first of all, the price for this is pretty high. We need clay for this, and we need roof tiles anyway, also for upgrading those burgages to level 3 then, right? So 4 roof tiles it would be for 1 building. So this is actually something we can work on now. For this we need clay to get the clay tiles. Now, clay is something we have over there, 53 for the moment. Oh, there's also iron over there that we could also work on, right? With iron ore we could make iron slabs, and we could make tools out of this. How is this selling? It's of course always interesting to get us a few more business opportunities in, right? There are these tools, only 6 tools for exporting is not really valuable, it seems. And iron is 4. Yeah, it would probably be worth it to go for iron ore then instead. Thing is, though, we don't have a huge quantity of both of them, so it's really not worth that much selling it or exporting it. 53, we do need this anyway, right? I just need to work on that workforce a bit. We can, however, already start with preparing it, and that would be mining, and that is the stone cutter camp and the mining pit that we have here. Used to extract iron ore from iron deposits and clay from clay deposits. And the thing with those is you actually need to place them right on top of the deposits here, right? So we have this one for the one that it requires them. So let's just place it somewhere here, right? And then we have the second one for the iron. Let's actually build both of them, because we're going to need them anyway. Start with some basic mining right here in the forest. One thing I should probably do is having a little forest path going over there. First of all, we have already a path here, right? That we can then just happily go to the main area. There you go. And then we can have another one that goes then actually all the way over here. And by the way, the game never really creates 90-degree angles, right? So it's always curved a bit. I love this because it looks way more dynamic than overall and way more realistic having curved roads only. So we can make that connection here and here. The thing is, it's being built instantly, right? There you go. And people can use those road networks right away. Plus, there's nothing cuter than a nice forest road. Beautiful in this area, right? To my pits then that we have here. Very nice. Going to take a while for this to construct, obviously, getting the logs over, but we need to have it anyway. Now, how's it going here? We have the firewood. We have 2 of them now working in this area. Still looking a bit tricky there with the firewood. I think it's because of the end of winter. So we'll just wait it out now a bit and see how it goes with firewood. And the first wool is in. Very nice. That's super important too. Because with this, we'll be able now to also then create us some clothes. For now, we can also rejoice. Those ruler armies, they're moving away right now. Again, so they're really just roaming the outer edges of the map. Right? One is lost. There were 3 of them. And 1 is gone. I mean, they're right now on their way to the bandit camp. Perhaps they're fighting them. We'll just see. They're of a different banner. Now, isn't that interesting? They're actually fighting. They're actually fighting against each other. That's a nice dynamic that I did not expect. Out of this one here. So, they take care of the bandits then. And of course they stand no chance here really, because they have like 14 bandits against those 36. There's another 36 coming in right now. Storming in. And the 3rd battalion is also coming in. And their will is broken, and the rest of them are fleeing with that. Back to the bandit camp. Or actually they're leaving the map, I think. Looks like they're leaving the map. Yep, off they go. And with that, the bandit camp is empty. Can we loot it? I don't think so. I think they're coming in now. And probably destroy it. Yeah, there it is. Thank you very much for this. I wonder where they're going next. Very nice. Mining pit has been finished. That was really quick, right? So with that, we have the iron mining now. And the clay mining should already be on its way then as well with completion. As that was so quick here to construct. I mean, it's really just a platform, really. Okay, next up, we have, amassed a bit of gold again, or coin, I guess. 112 it is, thanks to our constant trading of planks. And yeah, well, we are still selling the planks. The export price is still 2. And we still have, do we still have planks in stock? Yeah, 41 planks. We still have more planks that we can actually sell. Now, with that money, I would like to do 2 things. First of all, adding a bit more food variety. Right now we have berries, vegetables now, eggs and honey. Right, and I would like to continue with that, adding some of that. So let's just check it out. We have another family residing here, gathering berries. And these guys here can also have now, for example, a vegetable garden. They're already very good with berries, it seems. So giving them a vegetable garden works wonders. This burgage plot here we can also do, and that would be another chicken coop. Hello there. And with that, producing more eggs as well for my growing town. The next one is going to be a new one, and the next one we are going to add now a goat shed, and that is another 25 coin. The goat shed is special because it adds hide production. No milk, unfortunately, for strange reasons. The goat does not give me milk, but it gives me hides because we can slaughter them. And hides it is what we actually need, because at this point we have a problem. We have a problem that the hunter is not fully producing anymore all the time, right? That's of course most visible on the meat production or the meat storage that we have. That's okay, we have more food to pass this, but it's not okay when it comes to the hides. Now there is the development point for pelt extraction. Hunters also collect hides from traps. This is something I probably would like to get next. It depends though on how many hides we get out of the new goat sheds. What this does though is it reduces my overall leather production, right, or leather storage. Right now we still have 21 leather, that's fine. But if I want to upgrade my people to the next level, we need another type of clothing. Now we have shoes, clothes or cloaks that could work on this. Shoes is actually the easiest way because it just needs leather. Clothes already needs linen, and cloaks need of linen and dye, for example, right? And in this case, it just gets a bit more complicated because we need more workforce that we can't spare right now. So I would like to consume some of my leather to produce shoes. And for that, we introduce a whole new profession to this game now, and that is the artisans. And this is something we can do, constructing the backyard extension. And we're not going with goats, chicken or vegetables, which is still the farm area. We're going for the artisan area, right? And with that, we're converting now these guys here into artisans. They will not be able to work anymore on any normal farmer professions. They will rather work on their artisan profession. It also states this here. Converts all inhabitants to artisans, locking them from being assigned to other jobs. And we do have actually here the cobbler's workshop. Enables the production of shoes, costs me some planks and money, converts all inhabitants to artisans, and they produce then shoes for us, right? And this is what I would like to do. There you go. Because the normal production with wool is still not enough. First of all, we're not producing a lot of wool at this point. It really takes 2 to 3 years to have a nice wool production up and running, right? Because this one here needs to grow. We're still only at 2 sheep. So I think for this year, I'm hoping for 3rd sheep to come out of this. And then we might have a bigger wool production. But until then, this is not enough yet for a village, right? This is just working in the background. A long-term plan, you might say. Short-term wise, to provide shoes, the cobbler workshop it is. And this one here is then working. As you can see, we've lost a worker here now, because that's the artisan building, and they're now working then on, yeah, well, on shoes. Let's have another go, chat. I really don't know how many hides we produce out of that, but 2 go chats together with the hunter hopefully yield me enough to have leather and shoe production up and running, right? This would then already serve for most of the demand that we have for the clothing. The tavern supply and the church level would be the next goal here. Now, this is a bit more tricky. For the tavern supply, we do need ale, and for ale we need barley. So for this, we need to have an active farming area. That is my goal for the end of the year, so next year we could start with farming. For the church level, we need roof tiles. So I still have one more unassigned person or family, and I would like to assign them now to the mining pit for clay. We don't have a lot of clay, but with what we have, we can make enough roof tiles for the church level, plus the upgrades to tier 3. So let's have them working there. This is going to take a long time anyway, right? But it's the full family working here. So 3 people mining this. So it should be fine, right? 83% population. We have a high population growth. So I'm expecting a few more new families that are coming then this year. That would be amazing. Now, another thing is my stone cutter. We have 96 stone at this point, which is way too much, right? It's clogging up my storage actually. Selling stone would be a nice new business model. However, stone is only worth 1 coin. So this is almost nothing, I should say, right? And with that, I'm not selling stone. I'd rather just not mine it anymore. Let's get rid of it and assign that person to the fire woodcutter lodge, right? Because we need more firewood at this point. It's a bit worrisome, honestly. We'll just see. Now, artisan workshop has been finished. There it is. And this is really great because now we have a whole new tab here as well in the cobbler shop, right? This is no longer a burgage plot, as you can see. It's a cobbler shop now that we have enabled here, right? A cobbler shop. And the cobblers are working in here now, the shoemakers, right? They're going to work here now and live here at the same time. And these guys, well, they're now producing shoes for us. It's really nothing else than that. Consuming some leather, and will also then produce shoes for us for the shop. Of course, they're probably also going to set up their own clothing stall then here next to the other one, perhaps, producing the shoes or selling the shoes then. All right, a region is being claimed. Resolve the claim on the battlefield. Nuslo has been claimed. That's where exactly? It's over here. It's far away from us, so it doesn't really worry me. I would like to actually go for Zweiau here, or even Waldbrand that we have over there. Lots of berry there, lots of clay. This would be super nice. Claiming this, however, costs me 1000 influence, or I can claim it with the king's favor, doing a quest for the king. I haven't received any of those yet, so that's that. We still need to wait for this, I guess. Alright, a bit of money is coming in again. We're at 45 regional wealth. Was the last of my planks again? Yeah, plank-wise, we are actually rather low. I might assign one of those new families here to being also plank production, because planks mean money at this point for me, right? Now at this point the burgage plots are being filled rather quickly. I think I have one more empty burgage plot, this one here, and that means I need more space. I would like to go for this area there right now. First of all, let's not have it too tight. These guys here have actually an exit to their garden that I would like to use, right, with another road. And then we can have more burgages than assigned here, just along the main road really. A few of them, I guess. Is that too much? Well, actually it should be fine. We have the timber, look at that, it works actually up to this point here. So this is actually working. For some reasons, once I attach them to the main road, it doesn't work anymore. Let's build those 8 for now. And I might actually go ahead and try this one here again. With a smaller plot it would work, right? Or if I'm having it like this. This is not working anymore. This is also not working. This would be working. Looks a bit stranger then, but that's okay. And then we can still squeeze in something here if I want to, but of course we should also leave some space available. I still have this area here to develop then as well, that I would like to have, and this is actually for tavern then in the future. But that's a lot of new plots that we have now for our growing town, using some of my timber that we have as well. Now it is May. We might also be thinking about a farming area at some point now. Let's actually also have the granary, right? The granary I wanted to build a long time ago. It is storing any kind of food that is not available on the market, or the market is full perhaps, and it would clog up any storage in here. Like it happens with the berries actually. The forager hut, right, is always full almost, and a granary is taking over that. So I would like to have it. The hitching post I would like to move for this though. We can move the hitching post probably a bit further over here, because there is just the space for that. And then I would like to have the granary right here in the center, close to the market, and then also close to my food industry that we have, so a bit in the center there. I would also like to continue upgrading any kind of burgage plots that we have available for upgrading, like these 3 here. That's a lot of timber that we will consume now, right? And with that we're down to 9 timber then. So this is also actually really interesting. We have the total goods stored. That's everything I have right now. And then the goods that are only available, minus already the ones that are being used. So that there is only 9 timber here now, but in the total store we have 34 timber, right? Because the rest is actually calculated in already. I'd rather go with the total goods stored. Makes it a bit easier to keep a total overview available. More upgrades here, super important, because that means also more income monthly, right? So let's go ahead with this one here, level 2 as well. And perhaps also here, perfect. That we can continue with that. And now we're actually out of timber then. We have unassigned families though. I might go for another logging camp. Where's this logging camp working now anyway? They're waiting. They don't have enough, it seems. We could have them working over there. Right, it's a bit further away. The upgrades are happening rather quickly. We got 3, after all, 3 unassigned people, families right now that just fully work on construction. Speeding up the whole process. Of course, still limited by only having 1 ox. So this is something we might also change in the future. Having a second ox here. We can upgrade this to a small stable, the hitching post. And with that, we can have then a second ox living in here that we can import for 20 coins. Let's actually do this. Let's upgrade this. It will cost me not that much, and with that we can have then 2 oxen available for the whole town. These upgrades meanwhile are finished. We have also quite some wealth again, but we might think about upgrading more extensions. And what I can also see is we have already some 48 clay in stock now. This is interesting. That's a lot more than I thought, and with that the clay deposit here only has 5 more clay left. And then that's it already, right? So we might actually get rid of this one already again. For now though, let's finish it, right? Get it into the storehouse, which is already piling up quite nicely there too. Yep. Lots of stone especially. And then we might not need this clay pit anymore. The upgrade has been done. There it is. Now we got the oxen and the horse. The horse of course is fast, but it can't carry that much. And the oxen is for the heavy lifting, right? Let's get another one. The 20 coin we can easily afford. And this is now being a livestock order for my livestock trading post. I think we do need now a family here that is doing that trading for us, right? So one of them is now hopefully going then for this trading. There's the oxen, right? And they're transporting something. So I guess Erhard here is going for the trading then. And so it happened. This mining pit already has no more deposits, right? That's it. And we can now put this family offline from it, right? So the storage trader, the storehouse, he should then be getting the clay like he's doing it already. Those family, or that family here, that's 3 of them transporting now stuff around. And that's about it. So now actually we can have another industry here, and that's the clay furnace. Converts clay to clay tiles. And this is something we can then do with it. Let's actually have here another extension now going up, right? Where we can then have this new clay furnace right here in the center as well. And there's the space now that we can have for our granary finally. Two more constructions coming up here in the center. Well, we of course still also have these burgages that we need to build. So lots of stuff right now. How is it looking with my oxen in the meantime? Still only 1. But I think in the livestock trading we have a stable there as well. There it is, right? There's already now the oxen in. But where is it? That's the question. Where is that oxen? Because it should be somewhere. We only have Erhard. But according to the trading post, we already have it somewhere. We'll just see. And the construction of the granary also comes along. 10 stone is in. And then also over here, the clay furnace. Both of them need stone. Not a lot of industry that needs stone. And there it is finally, 2 ox we have. Both of them now delivering resources and being used of course for any kind of heavy lifting that is. Is it attached then to the small stable? Thing is, I only still see 1 ox in here. I don't have a second hitching post though. There's Erhard and there's Fight. And Fight is now the latest ox. I don't know where he's going to. He's also not in a livestock trader, right? So actually here I can unassign those people again because I don't need that many livestock traders. We're at 87% approval rating right now, leading to a very high growth if it weren't for the limited amount of plots that we have right now. So it's paramount that we finish those constructions. The upgrades, of course, and then also more plots. For these outside plots or plots that are a bit further away, I might also be thinking then about a few more backyard extensions, but we have a lot of axe right now in, and what I can also see is leather is still looking pretty stable, even though we have 15 shoes available already on the market now, right? Do we have a new clothing stall? Yes, we have. There it is, selling the shoes for my population. Right, and with that, I just love, by the way, look at that, how these market stalls sign them, right? So it looks orderly, not just anywhere in here, but with roads in between. Beautiful. And this just grows and grows into a monstrous market then. We're still waiting for those logs here, right? They started, and that's it. Also, the streets are getting really busy at this point with so many families living here. And it's summer, of course. The most beautiful season. It's warm, it's cozy. And people just enjoy their lives, hopefully without any raiding anytime soon. And it doesn't take long. Still in summer that we finish also these last burgage plots. It's going to be interesting how this raises then my fuel production or fuel consumption. We have 122 firewood in stock right now. The game states that this is only enough for 3 months of fuel. It's hard to believe for me. I don't know, we'll just see, right? It's a lot of firewood though that we are producing now with that. 5 unassigned families, so yeah, things look rather good for farming, right? Which would be my next target now. Because with farming we can finally then start also the ale production that we're going to need for my level 3 burgages. Alright, I see one hurt, one ox. Where's the other one again? Perhaps transporting the resources from over here. So there's 48 clay still in this mining pit. That is why I can't delete that mining pit anytime soon. That's my storehouse that's doing the job then. Transporting stuff over, right? Especially then also the clay tiles. We're now about to finish then the granary and the clay furnace next. And there it is. Granary has been finished. Level 1, we can upgrade this granary to a higher level then as well. And with that we can store 500 food in here. So my villagers should actually get to the granary then and deliver that. That's just some meat over there. Lots of meat, by the way. Lots of meat. Yeah, 2 meat we have right now, just as they were transporting it. And the clay furnace. This is actually super important, because with that we can start the roof tile production.
Gotta smooth that beam over there.
There it is. Let's assign someone immediately to this. And with that, next year is going to be juicy with a lot of upgrades, hopefully, for those roof tiles. Now onwards to farming and probably also some ale production. We'll just see. Stay tuned.